good idea. What's how does that look? What's up there? Is it video or is it video? Those are on video. So it's just the front one and mine are.
Mic check, 1, 2. Can I have your attention, please? We're about to begin the award ceremony for the 2023 DB Drag Racing World Finals. And so while I'm waiting for everyone to start heading this way and for our judges to finish consolidating their information, I want to make a few announcements. And the first is if you could refrain from demoing your vehicle for a few more minutes. I know nobody's ready to go, but some of you are. So first thing I'd like to say is I really appreciate all your participation this year and the dedication you've shown to go to events and accrue points. I know gas prices were high this year and some of you drove a long way, and it's greatly appreciated. I hope everybody had a good time. We try hard to put on a good show and roll out the red carpet for you guys. But at the end of the day, it's about having fun, and we're glad that you're here. Also, I want to thank our sponsors. The reason we're able to do these top-notch events is because we have really great industry support. So first of all, I need to thank Defbonts and Alphard. They're our presenting sponsor, and they've been our presenting sponsor for several years now. And when you have a sponsor like that, it allows us to have a facility like this. Otherwise, we'd be stuck in some livestock barn again, like in the old days. I also want to thank Incriminator Audio. Incriminator has been our ring sponsor, and there he is, the man right there. Nick, thank you for your support. He was our ring sponsor and our badge sponsor this year. We have a new sponsor for the trophies this year, and that's USAN. So we're really happy. I mean, look at these trophies. They're beautiful. And this is all USAN. They stepped up in a big way. I want to welcome them back to the high performance, aftermarket car stereo scene. Of course, Sound Digital and HKI and Ground Zero, they were our party sponsor. So if you had a good time at the party last night, that's because they stepped up and provided the food and the beverages. And it wasn't just here. They also were the sponsor in California and in Canada. So thanks to Sound Digital. We also had Kicker this year, who, this is the funniest thing. I mean, it's a good thing. Before we could even send out the prospectus, Kicker contacted us and said they want everything. And I mean, they just literally wanted to sponsor pretty much everything. Now we have these ongoing commitments like with Nick and some of the other sponsors that they get first right of refusal, but it's great to have Kicker. For a long time they stepped away from these car stereo contests like this, but in the last few years they've really been putting forth an effort. So we're glad to have them back on board. Also, Excess Power, all of you guys, everybody had electrical power. That's all excess. I mean, each one of these drops, if you've been to finals in the past, you know how much that's expensive. And they provided that so that you don't have to pay. Crossfire Car Audio, Roger, one of the original DB drag competitors. He not only is he always a good supporter for the show, but he also donated a lot of prizes for the raffle this year. And Directronics, I'm going to read just some of our show sponsors. These are individuals who just sponsor the event and they get their name on the shirts and on the signage. But we couldn't do it without them, and that's Directronics, DC Audio, FCBC, Tennessee Bass Racer. We really appreciate your effort, Chris. You've done a fabulous job in the last few years of building such a great team. So congratulations to you guys. DD Audio. This next one's kind of self-serving, but Term Lab. And I was actually excited Dustin won the Term Lab. Of course, he bought like all of the tickets, so. But congratulations to him. JL Auto Stereos and Team Space for Bass. So, thanks. That was a lot of sponsors, and we really appreciate you guys. Also, and I'm not going to do the awards. I'm going to have someone else. But before we do that, we couldn't do these events without the best judges on the planet. And I'm biased, but I'm also objective. And I think that we have the best officiating team in the world. And it's hard being a judge. And especially, you know, if you're a competitor and you become a judge, you have a whole new appreciation for what we go through in the lanes. The one thing I know is you're guaranteed to piss off 50% of the people 100% of the time. So it doesn't matter what you do, there's always an issue. This was a great show. We had almost zero drama. Everybody was professional and had a good time, and that's all because of you. But I do want to bring our judges up here. First of all, I want to introduce our head judge this year from Trinidad, Darren Noreen. Darren? When we're talking about head judges, you know, and all of our guys have been head judge at one time or another, but Darren, he's just unflappable. It doesn't matter what it is. He's cool, calm, and collected. Thank you, and congratulations on a good show. Also, Wyatt Meyer. The first time I met Wyatt was 5 or 6 years ago. He was at Slamology, and he was helping Jeremy Weber, and I just immediately, I had a sense. I said, this guy's good, and I need him to be one of our judges, and here he is. So thanks for all your hard work. Jeffrey Fernandez. Jeffrey's been doing DB drag racing more than half his life, that's for sure. He's also been a world champion. Congratulations, Jeffrey. He knows the rules inside and out, and we're fortunate to have him on board.
Where's your base racer shirt?
Jeremy Creamer. Jeremy has been on the mic, running the meter. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy has one of the best presentations. If you've been to one of his shows, we're not talking about just a pop-up or in a card table. I mean, he goes all out. And I thought I was OCD until I started working with him building the tower, and he puts me to shame. So,
oh, Big Papa. Woo!
And then Alex, who was assisting us this weekend. Alex, why don't you come on up here? I believe Alex has aspirations to becoming a judge. Is he 2X? He's working on 2X. In DB Drag, we have a certification process, and we're always looking for new guys, and we appreciate you coming out. Of course, there's a lot of work that goes on that nobody sees. Some people see it, but first of all, she's got her name at the bottom of the list, but I want to get Celise up here because every year before finals, she says, I'm done. She has literally been working on the finals since February, every day, 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. And it was worse this year because it wasn't just this venue, but there were the other 3 shows as well. So that coordination, everything you see, the graphics, the trophies, the banner ads, the event things you see on the website, anything that's graphical or has logistics, she's the one. Plus, she works for free. So, no, I pay the price. Trust me on that. Also, Melissa Creamer. Melissa is actually a partner, works with Jeremy. She's always working the computer. And Celise, every time we come to a final, she goes, man, I'm just so lucky Melissa's here. Couldn't do it without her, so thank you for being here. Bethany, come on up. Are you starting to see a trend here? You had a lot of husband and wife teams, but that's what makes it successful. And Bethany also is really instrumental in making sure the show happens and we're able to complete it. And Dana, of course, she's so dedicated, she's not going to come up here. She takes all the photography. Take a picture of you, taking a picture of you, taking a picture of you. We have these...
Don't forget to smile and take a picture.
We have these plaques that we have made to show our appreciation. Of course, something like this is just a token of our appreciation. These guys do it because they love what they do. And, we're really fortunate to have such a great team. We have a great team overseas and in Canada. In California, Doug Stockton and Chet Holmberg. We're doing California. Yanis and Benny, who is a great judge in Slovenia. And then, of course, Ray Choi, who I miss having those guys here at our finals this year. But Ray was in Canada. So I just want to acknowledge that, those guys are really critical to the organization as well. So, and then finally, I get to do the fun stuff. This year I was working on the video production and doing all the tech stuff. And, I always hope that we're going to have a flawless event, but what we do is complicated. And when you do the internet stuff, it's even more complicated. And so, but for the most part, I'm really happy. Things went really good. We only had a few hiccups, and we tracked it down to something stupid and got it resolved. And but we do appreciate your patience for the event. Before I hand over the microphone to Jeffrey, who's going to do the awards, I'm going to do a few special recognition awards this year. All right, this first award is a huge award, and the person that gets this each year, it's not just about winning or the number of points they get, it's about their attitude and their dedication and their commitment, not just to the DB drag racing or to their own vehicle, but also to their teammates. We call it the Competitor of the Year Award, and this year, that award goes to Team Crossfire Hansen. He was top 3 in base race points. He went to 14 shows this year. He practices base race and top dog for hours on end before an event. And he unfortunately got into an accident on the way to the World Finals this year. This next award is Judge's Choice. This is where our judges get together. They look at the vehicles. They look at the presentation, the installation. Is it clean? How does it show? This is our Best of Show award. And this year, I'd like to present that to Richard Ross. Congratulations. We have another, you're welcome. This award that I'm about to present now is rare, and we don't do it very often. It's the Lifetime Achievement Award. And this is going to go to a person that everybody knows, and this guy has been doing DB drag racing for 25 years, a quarter of a century, almost as long as we've been in existence. At this time, I'd like to bring up Gorman Cassidy, who is the winner of the DB Drag Racing DBDRA Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah,
I think that just means you're old.
It's not the age, it's the mileage. Now, in that regard, he's got like 40 million miles going to DB drag events. Congratulations. "25 years accumulating trophies. He's probably going to need a bigger house at this point." Celeste, do you have the special awards for our points champions? Points champions. We have 2 awards for our points champions this year. Unfortunately, they're not at this venue. The first one, these are the guys that won last year. So instead of the leather jacket, we got them a Letterman jacket, which is even cooler, I think. The first is Julius Mac Johnson III, and that's in Jeffrey's territory. And our other points champion was Moses Martinez. The party last night just wasn't the same without him and Rosa. I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't as fun. Congratulations to our points champions. The next award is actually as important as anything, because if you're not growing, you're dying, and the way that you grow is you create a team, you get other people to be a part of that team, and you go on trips together, and you start making it a real social gathering. So I would like to bring up the Tennessee Base Racers, who have the largest team presence at the finals this year. And I needed you guys to come up here because I want everybody to see what your participation looks like. We're going to need a bigger stage. It might have been easier for me to bring up everyone else, huh? I mean, I didn't even realize there's so many of you guys. Congratulations, and thank you, Chris, for putting together such a dynamic group. Three people. See what you did? I also want to thank another long-term DB drag racing veteran. Actually, Crossfire Car Audio not just because of Roger's contributions to the finals, but Roger allows Jeffrey to do these 3X events at the Crossfire facility throughout the season, and he's always there. He opens up the facility to all of the competitors. They grill hamburgers, and it's a great day for everybody. So I definitely want to thank Crossfire Car Audio. We have a special recognition award. This is for our second place points in DB Drag and Freestyle, and that's Voodoo Customs Fred. Okay, this next award, this has got Celeste written all over it. So I don't know. So this award goes to the most banned person online, Hank Beach. We love you, Hank, but you're an easy victim. He's not here. Well, I bought him a USACI membership last year, but that didn't work.
I'll be the second handiest guy here. That's Dan. I got a one right there anyway.
You gotta take it to the truck.
You know, the thing I tell Celeste all the time is, you know, people that are really vocal, they're vocal because they're passionate and they care. So, you know, you just have to realize that when people get like that and they're animated, it's because they really care about what they're doing. So anyway, he falls into that camp. All right, finally, and this is the last presentation I'm going to do for the day, and then we'll let you guys get your trophies. And that is Deathmatch. So, can I have our Deathmatch winner? This is actually, this year we did the demo Deathmatch. And DD Tank. Thanks to all of you, we were able to provide him with $2,000 purse. So thanks for your generous contributions. Thanks, Bo, for your generous contribution. Congratulations.
That's a beer cup. You do have a seal.
Okay, that's it for me. I just want to thank everybody again for coming out. Now we're going to start the awards presentation. I'm going to ask Jeffrey Fernandez to present the awards. And until next year, everybody have a safe trip home. Thank you.
All right, so real quickly, another round of applause for Wayne Harris. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't all be out here today. Big thanks. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and kick it off here. DB Drag Racing. Up first, Street Stock 1K in third place with a high score of 146.7. Robert Carey, all the way from Texas. Next up here, second place with a high score of 149.0, John Bennett. All right, that brings us to first place, Street Stock 1K with a high score of 150.1 dB. We got the Duke. Yeah. All right, next up here, Pro Stock 2K. In second place with a 146.7, we got Richard Ross. All right, so that brings us to first place. Not only getting first place here today at this venue, but also the world champion, high score 158.5 dB, Team Last Minute. You guys all know he gets the trophy as well as the championship ring. And the world record holder as well. All right, congrats. All right, next up here, Pro Stock 5K in second place with a 157.4. Kenneth Trauber. I had to get the pronunciation of his last name. I didn't want to butcher it. Is he here? All right, so first place, Pro Stock 5K with a 151.9 dB, we have Daniel Tate. All right, next up here, Pro Stock Trump 5K in third place with a 152.4 dB. We have Michael Longstreet. There he is. All right. Next up here, second place with a 157.0 dB, we got Team Directronics, Dave. All right, that brings us to first place, Pro Stock Trunk 5K with a 157.7 dB. Not only taking first place here at this location, but also the England, Chris. He's got a world record here as well. Stab you with that trophy. All right, moving on out of Pro Stock Wall 5K. In first place with a 160.5, we have Paul Hume. All right. Next up, Pro Stock No Limit in third place with a 156.0. We got Team Voodoo Customs, Fred. We need an elevator for Fred here, escalator. All right. That brings us to second place, Pro Stock No Limit with a 156.3 dB. We got Team Directronics, Matt.
Natty Ice.
That piece or two?
Two piece.
All right, that brings us to first place, Pro Stock No Limit with a 161.3 dB. We got Team Crossfire, Eric. All right, next up here, Super Street No Wall in third place with a 170.5 dB. We got Team Directronics, Dan. And in addition to his third place finish today, as confusing as it might seem, but he's also the world champion. Congratulations, Dan. He's playing a little strategery. Just add another ring to that mantle of his. All right, next up here, second place with a 159.8 dB, we got Team Voodoo Customs, Steve. All right, that brings us to first place, Super Street No Wall with a 168.2 dB. We have DB Red, Patrick. All right, that brings us to Super Street 1 to 2 in first place with a 172.7 dB. We have Team Excess Power.
Want me to carry it for you?
All right, next up here, Super Street 3 to 4. In first place with a 175.6 dB, Gorman Cassidy. He is also this year's world champion. I'll do a flex for us too while you're on stage. All right, next up here, Super Street 5 Plus in third place with a 153.1 dB. We got Team Darkside, Magic Mike. I think you also did the car show. You did the car show out front too, right? And you got a top 25 award, as well as Richard Ross.
Wait, how you say it?
Magic.
All right, next up in second place with a 175.4 dB, we got Bo Boren. OG Bo.
Second place.
Yes. All right, that brings us to first place, Super Street 5 Plus with a 174.7 dB. And the world champion, DB Rev J. All right, moving on now to Super Street X in first place with a 166.2 dB. We have Dante Jones. There you go.
I'll say aye. He up here in the man, kill him.
All right, next up here, we got Super Street OG 10K in first place with a 160.8 dB. We got Team Crossfire, Brandon. All right, we're going to move on now to base race in the 129.9 class. In third place with a 129.9, Alan Ray.
Yeah, but not today. I mean, not yesterday when I went up to 139.
First world finals, he wanted to add. I remember my first world finals. Dude, I took 13th place, believe it or not. That gives you any.
Congratulations to me.
13 out of 14.
Better luck next year.
Better luck.
Right.
All right, next up here, second place, also with a 129.9, Wall Street, Winston. First year competitor as well. Got some new blood. Man, can't wait till we get to the third generation, fourth generation competitors. Be no time soon, huh? All right. So first place, not only will he receive first place for this venue, but also your world champion. We have Audio Dreamland Chris. Double champ. Champ.
I told him next year he's got to do it. It's not optional. Someone's got to do it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move on now to the 30s class in third place. We got Fat Farm Peach. There. I'm looking for that pink jersey I think he was wearing. All right, second. Peach. Oh, Peach. All right, second place in the 30s class, we got Michael Longstreet. All right, that brings us to first place. Also, your world champion, perfect score, 139.9 dB. We got Team Crossfire, Brandon. Champ. It's your first? Yeah, okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on now to the 40s class. In third place, we got DB Red Patrick. All right, moving on now to second place, we have TSF Directronics, Dustin. Who decided to dress up for today's event. Love those Crocs. With Crocs with socks. Yes, sir. All right, that brings us to first place. Also your world champion. We got Team Directronics, Matt.
I had to rename myself.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move on now to Top Dog in third place with 35,798 points and 2 wins. We got Wall Street Chris.
Congratulations! Boy, go get your trophy.
All right, next up here, second place with 36,641 points and 6 wins. We got Wall Street David.
That's right, Big Sam. Yours is a little smaller.
Genetics.
His daddy and son.
All right, that brings us to first place with 63,241 points and 3 wins. We got Team Crossfire Hanson.
Beat them Tennessee boys.
Uh-oh.
It's the first time for everything.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move on now to Cyclone. All right, in third place in Cyclone Demo No Wall, we got Richard Ross.
Congratulations.
All right, second place, we have Daniel Tate. All right, next up here, in Cyclone Demo No Wall, we have Wall Street Ron. First year competitor, just been informed. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on now to Cyclone Demo Wall. In second place, we got Alan Ray. All right, that brings us to first place in Cyclone Demo Wall. All the way out from Florida, also your world champion, Team Crossfire, James. Yeah. I got you. Okay, by way of California, you want me to add. Now living in Florida. All right, next up here, Cyclone Demo Extreme. In first place, also your world champion, we got D.D. Tang. Also taking home this Demo Death Match. 5 minutes straight, 66 plus. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on now to freestyle. Starting off with Street Stock 1K in third place with a 149.5 dB. We got Robert Carey. All right, and everybody taking an award. Don't take off just yet. We're going to take a group picture at the end. All right, next up here, second place, Street Stock 1K in freestyle with a 152.1 dB. We got the Duke. Got his fan club out there, huh? All right, first place, Street Stock 1K with a 152.5 dB. We got John Bennett. All right, next up here, Pro Stock 5K in third place with a 152.2 dB. We got Wall Street, Winston. All right, that brings us to second place with a 153.4 dB, Daniel Tate. Right, next up, first place, Pro Stock 5K with a 154.4. All right, next up here, Pro Stock No Limit in second place with a 159.9 dB. We got Team Voodoo Customs, British. All right, that brings us to first place, Pro Stock No Limit with a 166.2 dB. We got Team Crossfire, Eric. All right, you guys could check out these pictures on dbdragracing.com. Just do a search on the results. All right, moving on now, Super Street No Wall for freestyle. In first place, also your world champion with a 162.9 dB. We got Team Voodoo Customs, Steve. Representing that Texas life. All right, next up here, Super Street Wall class for freestyle. In third place with a 163.7, we have Paul Hume.
Damn, Paul, you made Jeremy look short.
All right, next up here, second place with a 168.4 dB, we have Dante Jones. All right, and last but not least, first place, Super Street Wall for freestyle with a 169.3 dB. We got Team Directronics, Fafo. Also your world champion. All right, that's it for the awards. We'll go ahead and invite everybody on stage. I'm going to take a group picture. You guys all know the drill, just like last year.
Don't be slow about it.
Yeah, you can make your way to the front of the stage as well. Post up there. Come up on stage, wherever you find room. just like school, right? to all people in the back. All right, Wayne says he wants the judges in the front row. We can just kind of reserve that spot there for the judges. That'd be awesome. Shoulder to shoulder, preferably. It's been a long weekend. I know most of us aren't fresh smelling. There you go.
I'll let them take theirs and then I'll take mine after them. Yeah, have the judges come down, I think. Well, come on, guys. Come on, love each other. Give each other hugs. Join each other. We need this. Get closer. Yeah, right. You guys take your pictures.
I'll get you up there. Can't get up, I get there. I'll get you. Woo! That's where the chair is at. Oh, my. Let me help it go. Oh, my God! I gotta get up though. I'm getting up. Grab it. Somebody touch me.
When they're done, y'all stay there.
Yeah, boss is talking about it. Boy, that TV screen looks good up there.
All right, look at me now.
Good looking group up there. Y'all famous
Okay, ready?
on TV.
One,
Okay, you don't have to his face on you.
one more. One, two, three. Silly picture.
You say silly picture?
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
Oh, you guys aren't silly.
1, 2, 3. I was told I couldn't take my shirt off.
Hi, Jeremy.
Somebody help him out.
That's a wrap. Thanks, everybody. Have a safe trip home. Congratulations on all your victories, and we'll see you this next season.